obviously we're gonna.
All right, cool. Listen, for you viewers, I appreciate this is episode 4. And I wasn't
It's
around
fine.
for episode
It's not, though,
1.
is it?
Oh, it's episode 5? Apologies. Now, I was about for episode 1. And like Dwayne
Wait.
Johnson,
How is this? How are you?
I thought I didn't need to be part of episode 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I
think he is.
All right,
I guess maybe I'll set this up, be the architect, and then leave. Like Dwayne Golden Globes. But I realise now that I got to be back for this because
something set you off, yeah?
Something set me off. You got damn right. Yeah. Ron Killings, for you new fans out there, R-Truth got booted out under this new TKO. Yeah, TKO regime that was supposed to be amazing. The Netflix era was supposed to be credible. And now look, back.
Right,
Ron Killings merch. Yeah. And then you got this fraud.
Wait.
On press conference saying,
I guess we're doing a mid episode
all
introduction.
Part of the show. Yeah,
wait.
Skip an introduction today. I'm having a rant.
Right. Hold on 1 second. Let's just you're shooting up everywhere.
Preview.
You're shooting up everywhere. Like I know it's been a while. Like people are probably thinking, Royce, this is what happens when he's not on. He just comes back and just causes just madness.
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Golden Globes.
Let me try to just laser focus your thoughts on what you're saying. So, obviously, Money in the Bank has just happened. Yeah, we're gonna go straight to the main event. Tag match: John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Match is happening. Yeah. Cena gets speared by someone in a hoodie who turns out to be R-Truth. Yeah, takes the hoodie off, takes the balaclava off. Crazy pop. Michael Cole and commentary's going sick. They all going sick in commentary like, I thought he was fired. I thought he got released. Everyone online has been saying his contract, they didn't know what was going on. There were contract negotiations. They didn't work out. They didn't renew it. But he's come back and he's attacked John Cena. He looks mad. So what you're saying about Ron Killings and TKO and this whole
stop calling him Ron Killings, please.
This whole Netflix era.
That's what he calls him now.
Hold on. Apparently that's what he's called now.
Wait, Roy, before he goes on a rant, because I know he's going to go off on one. He's got a lot to say. We only got him for a short time. Can I just ask? Because I've been away for 2 weeks myself, right? Been away, haven't really seen much. I've caught up with what I need to catch up with. But were we told on programming, kayfabe, storyline, whatever you want to call it, right? Canon, as the kids say, were we told that Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, had left the business, the product, the company? Were we told that prior to this happening?
So he said it himself.
So he said it himself. He put out a tweet saying, "Look, I'm gone, y'all."
I'm talking about on programming because the internet audience is a small part of it. So you can't. I see where he's coming from because you can't go and say, "Oh, it was all part of the plan." Triple H sitting there going, "See, you marks that." No. We're not stupid, mate. Like you saw the backlash. Don't try and turn it into a storyline because it wasn't the storyline. It wasn't on TV. So now he's come out in a hoodie. If I've not seen anything online, I'm like, okay, cool. Why is he dressed in a hoodie? Like, don't mean nothing. It's stupid.
Yeah. So just for clarification on your points about the storyline and the work or whatever. Right. So it's not a work. I know a lot of people think that because of what Triple H said at the press conference. But basically, from the information that is out there now, his contract was expiring. I don't know how long he had left, 2 weeks, a month. They told him during negotiations, whatever, it didn't work out. Or they lowballed him, is what the word is, on his contract renewal. He weren't interested. He was like, all right, cool, I'm gone. Put out the tweet, said that he's gone. Everyone ran with that he was released. And then obviously, TKO, the company, I don't think they realized how loved and respected and whatever he was because not only was the backlash heavy and loud from the fans, it seemed that the morale and the backlash from the wrestlers as well was loud, and everyone was tweeting out saying whatever, morale was down.
Miz was pissed off as well, wasn't it?
And then so between that time when he put out the tweet and I think they said it was around 72 hours, people were trying to call him were trying to call R-Truth during that time. He weren't answering any calls apparently. And then Nick Khan had to get involved and actually call him. And then
sporting director.
Yeah, they hashed out a deal. I guess they met somewhere in the middle. And then he's obviously been reinstated.
So what are you saying? You saying Triple H is Andre Postelugu? You Spurs said that.
Wow. Murdered his name.
Yeah, that was mad. So just a couple things on that. I think obviously the main thing is
to get Daniel Levy involved.
I'm glad that R-Truth is back because it is true.
Levy.
He's a legend. Like he doesn't have to be on TV every week, but every time he's involved in something, he always gets pops. He always gets reactions. It's always funny. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but it's good that he basically. Yeah, but a lot of people TKO this whole we're a business and we're the bottom dollar or whatever it is. They don't seem to understand that. I think it's sick as well, the fact that he basically said they offered him a contract, whatever it was. He's like, no, I don't want it. Cool, I'm gone. They obviously thought, all right, you're gone, cool. But they didn't realize how much weight he has in the company and with the people that are there. Because if that didn't happen and if he wasn't cared about, like, no par, let's just say, obviously Carlito was gone at the didn't get his contract renewed around the same time. Carlito does not have the weight. Yeah, no par. I love Carlito. I've still got my sick Carlito top. But anyway.
A spit in the face of people who don't like to be cool.
Exactly.
Right. So what you're saying is, to cut down what you're saying, if you've got clout, you can hold the company to ransom.
Well, not hold to ransom because...
Then you can't. I mean...
Not hold to ransom.
What are we doing here? What kind of business are we running it?
No, but you have to think about it. If you're running a business...
in general though, isn't it?
Yeah. But you have to be
if
smart.
you're indispensable company, you can get away with more.
Not really.
You need to be smart.
Hold on. So then why, when he said, no, I don't want that contract, I want this contract, I don't want that offer, I want this offer, why didn't they go at that time? Yeah, okay. Instead, they're waiting for this peer pressure thing. So what?
No, I just don't think they thought, okay, well, if you don't want to agree, see you later. And I just don't think they thought them not renewing his contract
so hold on, you're
have an effect
big
it had.
Big Triple H, who claims to be, ahead of the game, no pun, can see the liaison between wrestlers, big guy and red, blah, blah, blah. You're telling me he couldn't go?
I think he was above Triple H.
Mistake.
Nah, I think he was above him. I know Ryan's going to love that. He's going to love that.
I am told, right, by a reliable source that he made the phone call. And that's why Nick kind of had to step in and overrule this clown. This is
he made the phone call. I think, when I'm saying it's above Triple H, I'm saying ultimately TKO is the one saying, we need to cut here, make this money here, yeah? But Triple H is the soldier that has to be the one to be like, okay, let me find out.
The man, they had the Viking Raiders.
I don't know.
See, but apparently the same people that are making billions, yeah? Billions.
Exactly. But apparently Truth was on a big contract that they didn't really want him on. I know.
This company that is
we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know.
Business is so good. Of course. But this is what I'm talking about.
Even if a company is raking it in, they don't want to pay people more than they want to pay them.
But this is what I mean about disconnect. And Disney's on a fine line here because they came out, Dwayne Golden Globes came out. I was like, if you smell and all you have, you just see this New Orleans theme tune, you're thinking, right, what's going on? He comes out, he's grabbing his arm, shaking his arm, goosebumps, kissing babies, all of that. Yeah, there we go, smack that up. Yeah, all that. And he's like, New Orleans, WrestleMania. We're like, oh, okay, sick. Greg's there, man. He's thinking of necklaces, beads on, all of that. All that. All that New Orleans stuff. And all of a sudden, they're like, nah. We're going Las Vegas.
So, regarding that,
I don't understand why it's all so bad. I don't understand.
Regarding that though, so what are you saying? He done all of that and then it's not even like that? I don't think that's Dwayne's fault.
No, I'm saying it's disconnect.
Oh yeah, of course. But
don't call him Dwayne, bro.
Yeah, but
he's Dwayne, bro. He ain't no rock. He ain't no final boss. That's not my rock.
So do we think? I have seen and read some stuff. So do we think that TKO is in debt? Apparently, I've seen some rumors flying around that they're in like £1 billion worth of debt.
I mean, look,
and I don't understand how
financials. We don't know.
Yeah,
they're not.
I don't see how that's possible.
I mean, the tickets they're charging, the price of them tickets in America
tickets they're charging,
mad.
Netflix deal. Plus, they've got multiple companies under them. Yes, they obviously
UFC.
I know they're looking to cut Roman's money. I heard they're looking to cut Roman's money.
I did hear that. Yeah, I think he's on his 4th return this year, and they're like, listen, the amount of money we're paying you and the return we're getting, they're thinking we need to chop this up, which to me is just mad.
That makes sense though.
I hear that.
He hardly wrestles.
I hear that, but I feel like they generate. We don't know the numbers, but I feel like they generate so much money.
So let me just go to the point. Let me just raise a point Dazzler just said, right, where you said you can see he hardly wrestles, right? But if you have the money, which is what we're led to believe that, so I guess what I'm asking you, are you saying that they're cutting his money out of principle because he's never there, or are they cutting his money because they need to cut his money? Because the thing is, if you're a commodity like Brock Lesnar was, and he was getting paid all this money more than anyone for limited date.
Taker,
an attraction.
And Taker, that you're an attraction. You pay the money, right? That's what his worth is. You pay the money. Or are we cutting it because it's out of principle? Which one is it? Is it financial because we have to or because we want to?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know.
I guess we won't know.
I don't think we never will.
Because just on that point, someone like Taker, people are going Mania. I was watching Mania for Taker entrance. I'll tell you that for free, easily. And I think there are people out there that are watching Mania or a Roman Reigns return, and got the kids buying the merch and the T-shirts and all of that. So I think it's mad to me if they're actually even considering that, because he's someone that will transcend wrestling. I have no doubt he'll probably go into movie or entertainment, and then every now and again jump back in to wrestling and do an appearance. So it all generates money.
Yeah.
I do wonder with this whole truth thing, whether there was no AEW, I do wonder. I could see him still out on the curb, but I think there's that element of the locker room not being perceived. Why have you been to that asylum, man? Loyalty don't come for nothing. You see what happened to Truth? 27 years. God. Listen, don't go there, man. Don't go there. Don't go there. Where shall I go? TNA? Nah, man. They're all in the same house. Oh, really? Really? Where shall I go? What, Triple R? Nah, man. Same house. Monopoly.
You say that, but they're not tech.
Oh, look at Joe Hendry. Look at Joe Hendry.
They're not. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they're not the same house.
Mania, and now he's out with Trick Williams.
If they're the same house, why would they release people and then those people end up getting signed in TNA? It doesn't make any sense.
No,
so it's not. I know what you're saying.
That's the separate
relationship, and they're not the same house.
The Monopoly thing, I see where he's coming from. I don't necessarily agree totally, because although everything you said is true, people may talk like that. You've got the other side of people like the Mariah Mays, who was given a world title, a great run, future, everything. You could have been like the star of the women's division, but you jump ship, go to NXT, not main roster, because it's the WWE. Oh, I've always wanted.
Yeah, for a chance to get to the big show.
Yeah,
there's
some. She's gonna be on.
That's why you do.
She's gonna go main roster
that way. They do things. They
grew up watching WWE. She didn't grow up watching AEW.
I understand. She was at WWE Mark.
And look how much she's earning as well. Who knows?
She was even, funny enough, just on that Mariah May thing, there was even a tweet that's come up.
Mate, you might as well call her Mariah April, Mariah June, Mariah
December. Here we go.
You know they're going to change her name.
Here we
go. Oh, and then dad jokes.
The glamorous one, Mariah April.
She tweeted, oh, get me on NXT. Like, sign me up in that roster. So she's obviously been a fan.
Okay, but when did she say that? She said that before she was an established world champion, though, right?
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying.
Now you're I'm saying she's world champion and you're Williams go to NXT. To me, that's mad. But
no, but she's gonna go up to the main roster. It's not. I know what you're saying. Like, you feel like she shouldn't. She should just go straight into the main scene.
And Ray Phoenix didn't.
But I would say because of where the women's division currently, the main theme, they just had, obviously Stephanie McCurr is killing it. She's just gone up. Julia's just gone up. What's her name? Jordan Grace is probably just about to go up as well, so they don't want to.
No, I hear that. It gives them star
straight
power
away. Gives her some star power. She can clean up in NXT.
I get it, but I'm just saying. For me,
but meanwhile, you're getting rid of Ron Killings.
I hear that,
and you're looking at cutting his contract to Roman. Do you see what I'm trying to say? It seems to me, they want their cake and want to eat it at the same time. They want all this talent and roster, and someone like Mariah May really should be going to the main roster.
Yeah, but you don't. Like we just said, if you look at Stephanie McCurr, she went straight to the main roster. She wouldn't be as over as she is now. She's the hottest.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
she's not as known as Mariah.
Also,
she wasn't.
And she wanted to go NXT to help with her English. Do you know what I mean? It gives you more time to kind of.
That's her. Those are two separate.
Yeah, I hear that. But
those are two separate.
But Mariah May can speak English.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. Well, why not have Mariah May go to NXT?
She is in fact English.
You have to remember as well. She can go there and help. She can bat it up in NXT and help elevate younger talent there and leave and still. Do you know what I mean? There's no issue.
She's young talent herself.
No, but I'm saying what to the newer talent that aren't, they're not ready yet. There's no issue with her going to NXT. And just going on to your point, Ray, about just going to your point about Trick Williams, he's TNA, look at him, he's a champ, Where was this energy when Kenny was the belt collector and he was TNA champ? You weren't complaining then.
Yeah,
so talk about
what shirt are you wearing? What shirt are you wearing?
Where exactly? Where was your energy when this man
don't you dare
TNA champ?
Don't ever compare.
Look, now he's going to try to say comparing. It's not about
don't call Trick Williams the belt collector. Let's not do that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Wait, why do Booker ad-libs? Don't do that. You don't know about his ad-libs.
No water, no bread, all meat. It's still there.
Listen, any promotion that has Kenny Omega as your world champion, is doing good. Yeah, Trick Williams as your champion.
So TNA was doing good.
Is like, your sports day freaking egg and spoon waist champion, yeah?
You're just a hater, bro. Just a hater.
It's a point, though, isn't it? Kenny went there and the belt collector,
just
a world champion.
Yeah, just chop them out, bro.
Always Trick Williams to go there and be your like
the King Zone.
Basically, you're me.
I was looking at the King
below NXT.
100%, of course it is. I don't think anyone would disagree to that.
That
doesn't mean it. I don't think that's not.
Whereas when Kenny did it, Kenny did it and said, "I am the champion."
Like, you don't think
I'm elevating
TNA drops that when Trick drops that title, most likely to Santana, you don't think he's going to put him over? You don't think that's going to make it's going to be sick?
Oh no! Well done, Santana. Good job. Well done.
See, look, now he's hating Santana.
He loves Santana.
He's the top guy, bro.
Yeah, he was a top guy. Now
he is
jobbing with AJ Francis and all that guy. Mate.
Oh, wait, you like AJ Francis, so
you may know him as Hero.
Nah, this. Come on, don't be a hater.
I don't understand why the Ron Killings thing is such a big deal. Like, I don't think you ever liked Ron Killings.
He doesn't. This is
and
what
now
I'm saying.
it just wants an excuse to say.
There's 2 points. 2 points for me when it comes to Ron Killings. Number one,
sorry, hang on. If it is a contract issue or they're cutting money or whatever, anyway, it worked out well in the end.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, it doesn't really matter
because K Quick
is not top of my list of things I care about in wrestling.
They clearly have the money, but they obviously don't want to give people. I feel like it is kind of like football in a sense of you don't want to pay someone. You don't want someone on a mad contract when they're not really doing much. Cool, you can stay, but you don't need to be earning $400K a week when you're.
Instead of rich, stay rich, isn't it? You don't
need to.
That off.
And I hear that. I don't know what he was on, but he's 53.
The maddest thing is,
he doesn't need to be on a top contract.
So they boot this guy out, right? There's no acknowledgement of this guy.
They didn't boot him out. His contract.
They didn't get booted out.
They weren't renewing it, right? And then this guy's done some low service, whatever job you want to do. Jimmy hold a 24/7 title like 50 times, whatever you needed to do. Be John Cena's fanboy, he was there, and they're like, nah, not even acknowledgement. And then it takes a couple of people on, bots on YouTube and Twitter. We want truth. We want truth.
He's not saying this is why you don't watch wrestling. You're saying bots. These bots. Every show they were chanting that every show.
Whatever. But he's back now.
You can't say whatever.
So what the maddest thing is to me is, right? Meanwhile, you got this guy, this chef, Triple H, saying,
"No, that's HBK. That's HBK.
These guys are internet fans.
It's not a chef.
Internet fans. Just enjoy the show. Shut up, enjoy the show. But the same internet fans you're telling to shut up, enjoy the show are the same ones pivoting you to bring back Ron Killings. That to me is mad.
Look, I hear what you're saying. It is mad. No one is going to praise them for doing something that they should have done in the first place. But on the flip side of that, you also have to say, all right, cool. At least we're in the age where the fans can make a difference to certain things. Obviously, it doesn't always happen, but they can make a difference to certain things when it means something. And if they do change it and they do think, okay, right, you know what, we actually can't do this, let's pivot or go back or fix it. At least they've done it. I don't see what
Stevie Wonder, blind in a basement, could have told you can't get rid of Ron Killings. That was a Hall of Famer.
Okay, but don't do that, because when that news first came out, don't make me post the chat, bruv. You had the biggest LOL I've ever seen. So let's not, So don't try and be like, oh, poor Ron. You was creasing up.
He actually thought he was a joke. I don't understand why he's become such a topic.
Yeah.
Like,
with your what's up? Yeah.
Right. So the thing is, I'm going to go back. I get what you're saying. It's a valid point. But it goes back to what I was saying a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I can't remember what episode it is, where all Triple H and WWE have done is made the stupid WWE audience believe they have more power. Because I said it before, they chant, they try and take over shows, they do this. Now they're like, see, you try and get rid of one of our own, we'll just take over the show again. It's ridiculous.
I mean, right, so you're slightly trolling here. So
no, I'm not.
I need to stop you.
WWE fans
taking over the show.
Yeah.
Chanting, we want truth for about 20 seconds.
So where's it going to end?
For each show.
So now are we going to do the Carlito? Are we going to do the Carlito?
We want Carlito.
Are we already said to start throwing it in the ring until he comes back?
I already said at the beginning, no part to Carlito.
If it was my company,
t-shirt,
what I'm saying
is not that guy.
Right. Ray kind of mentioned something. We are UK based. And we are what you call football fans, not fans where you hold a ball with your hand and call it football,
egg ball,
like stupid Americans.
Wow.
I'm talking about
but NFL was sick though, so relax.
He mentioned about my team, Tottenham Hotspur, just sacked our manager. Right now, if we all go chant, we want him back. He ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Nope.
And
that's how you run a company.
Cool.
These men are, and they are clowns. I'm sorry. They are clowns. They should have known it from the start. They should have known from the start not to do it.
Let me just use your Tottenham
example. Did you enjoy the show?
If they sacked...
Did he just play a voice? What happened?
It's all part of the show.
Wait. He's done for saying that, because we know you're lying. But if they sack Angier and then the whole team morale, everyone, all the staff, everyone, every
player has put out a statement
and tweet, and they knew they were like visibly. They were like, "Raw, morale's just gone. It's tagged.
Yep, that's
the whole club.
That's happened. Yeah,
he would have to do something.
No,
he would have to do something.
It's happened.
I'm not saying he would hire. I'm not saying he would rehire him, because they don't do that.
You can't do that.
But
he
would have to do something. And it's different. Obviously in wrestling, you can't. It's slightly different, because it wasn't a thing where he was sacked. Again, his contract was not renewed when they were negotiating, and they were like, "Okay, well, we're not going to do it." He said, "All right, I'm gone." And that's what I'm saying. The reaction was worse than what they expected. I really just don't think they TKO. I'm not saying WWE, TKO don't know.
And it goes back
the talent. They don't know that.
How much influence and power does Triple H have when he's coming on TV saying,
"Not a lot.
Enjoy the show. Just watch. We know what we're doing." Well, clearly you.
All right, so
you're calling him a liar.
Yeah, he is a liar. But so can we get the quote right? He didn't say, "Did we enjoy the show?" He said, "It was what? It was all part of the show.
Do you believe,
part of the story? Or
do you believe that?
No, I know it's not.
Okay, cool.
I know it's not.
Ron Killings' own son basically said blue cap.
Yeah. He posted on Insta. Don't say it as well.
Yeah, Ron
the thing is, I don't know why.
It's not a work.
If Triple H was not shook, but didn't want to just say, "You know what, we made a mistake," because it's above him, because it was TKO or whatever, he could have just said, "You know what, I'm glad that you enjoyed it," and then left it.
He wouldn't do that.
And that's the thing, he wouldn't do that.
When it was Daniel Bryan back in the day, WrestleMania 30, whatever, and it was like they tried to say like, "Oh, you're B+ player, you're not going to win it," and he wasn't going to win it. They kept making Roman Reigns go over him.
Yeah,
because of the pressure from the crowd. They went, "Oh yeah, it was all part of the show." No, it wasn't. He was never going to win the title.
I don't think so. He didn't
admit it then. He's not going to admit it now.
Yeah,
why would he? Yeah, if you can blag it, it's wrestling, isn't it? They're carnies.
But that's mad to me from a TK, because you do, again, I suppose this goes back to what Greg's saying. Like, what is Paul Levesque, Triple H's?
Cut it.
Like, what's his role? Like, what is Paul Levesque's role? Like, do you know what I mean? Because when TKO, right, as a business, the sporting director, the owner, they say, listen, I need you to make some cuts, right, and the salary, right? Okay, cool. But it's your call. You decide who. They have got NXT. They've got Raw. They've got SmackDown. They've got like WWE ID as well. They've now got Triple R.
That's nothing.
Yeah. Man. But okay, they've got Triple R. They've signed up all those contracts.
They've got Triple A.
Triple
R.
Triple R.
He said that using accent.
He's trying to do the accent.
Triple R. Yeah, bro. May off. Yeah. So, bro, for me, surely you look at say Ron Killings or Alberto Del Rio, and you think, yeah.
Wait, Alberto Del Rio ain't on there. No, he's not on there.
He's bought all their contracts.
No, he's not.
Disney have
I saw when that whole thing was happening. He's not on there. Trust me, he's not part of their thing. They
must have Triple R contracts.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not there. Trust me.
But there's some people that can cut off from there. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think that stuff doesn't. Obviously, it's new as well, but that stuff doesn't affect their current. I don't think they can. Like you mentioned, NXT, the ID. That's nothing. Those NXT contracts as well are not even, from what I hear, they're not even sick. Like money wise, they're not
even the Legends contracts. The less FG, the less what's it called? What's it? The LFG contracts. They got people like Michelle McCool on there. WWE Legends contracts.
I don't think they're money. That's nothing. The main roster wrestlers get
nothing because they've rehired.
Yeah, the main roster wrestlers get money, but like I said, for whatever, apparently Ron was on a mad contract, which is possible. I believe it. I believe, like, at the time, he was one of Vince's, I don't say Vince's guys, but Vince clearly loved him. There he is. Clearly loved him. So maybe he did get like a sick contract renewal at the time on his last one.
The bottom line is, right? The bottom line is, it wasn't like he was sitting in the shadows doing nothing. He was in a storyline with Cena, right? He's involved every week. He's got some sort of segment. He's a good hand to have just to get beaten up. If you want to get beaten up, you can add him to a storyline to add him to a storyline. My point is, his contract's coming to an end. He's asked for this. You've said no. So you don't think he's worth it. Well, then stick to your guns, even though you're using it. Why go back? What I'm saying is, clearly...
No, don't stick to your guns. That's just being stubborn for no reason. Like, if you see the winds changing, then why not pivot? Why not be flexible? They need to be applauded for that, in my opinion. They went, Joe Art, cool. It's clearly more. It's clearly worth the money he's on, or closer to it before.
Yeah,
and then you can change your mind.
Okay, so then how would you feel as Ron Killings, as we keep calling him?
I know, I hate that.
How would you feel as Ron Killings?
Get your merch.
Buy the t-shirt now.
We changed our mind. Yeah, you can come back, because I know what I'm doing. I'm like, you remember that number I gave you? Remember that number I gave you? Yeah, add a 0.
Double, yeah, bro. Because you know you can't be paying that. But
yeah, because you ain't getting AEW. Of course,
why not?
I'd have him for a skit to be like, what's it going? What's going on, Daniel? What's going on?
But we're the best wrestler.
What's got a big show?
Okay.
Ain't this Disney catering?
But
nah, man, this is AEW. What? Really?
We're gonna have ham sandwiches instead of meals, Lauer. Not on it.
But you could, yeah, he's true. He could. I think I read it. Not read it. Listened to it on Busted Open as well. They had a good idea for him, a good storyline for him going to AEW. You know, like carry on the character where he actually believes he's in WWE. That would have been funny. And
how's it going, Ed?
Funny. All in the Edge, Dean, like Dean Ambrose, all of that sort of stuff.
That would be funny.
That'd be sick.
Would make. I think Rick's
voice is just Michael Jackson, bro.
That would have been funny,
and it would have been funny, and it also would have got viewers because people, as we've seen, love him. Yeah,
and that's why Disney got.
And I don't even think AEW have like a comedy act really at the moment. Rank's favorite Danhausen ain't coming back.
Harley Cameron.
Did not?
Harley Cameron is there.
Harley Cameron, yeah, but she hasn't really been doing anything lately. Like,
she has.
Doing what the Mortos tag team against
Megan Bain.
No, but I'm saying she's doing like been cutting like no funny promo, like nowhere, not super funny promos. Like, you know what I mean? She ain't and in ring, she's not really like a
but how funny was she in the first place? If we're being honest,
I actually find her quite funny.
I
actually thought she was actually quite funny and quite talented. Like, MC the music and singing is actually quite good. I'll post it in the group later. But
I know what I'm looking at when she's on screen, bruv. But
speaking of, is Orange is OC injured?
Maybe.
I haven't seen him for a while, have we?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm sure he'll be back.
A little mini holiday or something, innit? And then come back refreshed.
Yeah.
They seem to be giving wrestlers a lot more time off recently, didn't they? Like WWE and AEW. Giving people like 2 weeks off. 2 months off, sorry. So
they need to, man.
He'll be back.
Fresh as well.
Yeah.
No pun intended. So.
Yeah. For viewers listening and watching now, will be obviously the Revolution Rumble, Rev Pro, 22nd of June.
Why are you telling them that? I don't want to talk to people. What do you mean? Why are you telling people where I'm going to be?
You got WA there, you got WA there, you got
the
Dazzler. Yeah.
Just plugging
Rev Pro. They don't need our help.
Mickey Mouse keys, talk about, Finn Balor, or Pin Balor as I call him, because he eats pins like no one's business. AJ Styles.
That's dead.
Yeah. People and chat to them.
Oh, yeah, Aaron, cut that joke, by the way.
Talk about real wrestling. Yeah. Come find me. I'll be wearing the clown mask.
No.
That's too much.
Wait, he's living the gimmick, boy.
Nah, that's crazy.
I will pay you money if you go Rev Pro in that clown mask.
You can get that Psycho Clown mask guy mask. That'll be sick. I know you didn't watch Worlds Collide, but yeah, his mask is mad. You rock that.
Oh,
I rate that.
I've got something to say. Aaron, I know you're dying to talk about it.
Oh, who's that?
What did you think about the winner of the females Money in the Bank?
Jeez. I had a feeling she'd win it.
I noticed no one else reacted apart from you, Nicole.
Yeah,
my mic is still working, by the way. My mic is still working.
I had a feeling she'd win it. No, it's fine. Speaking of, to prove away from I had a feeling she'd win it, and it made sense. No point Steph winning it. No point.
She's your favourite.
Julia.
Yeah.
However, just going on the men's one, I am actually annoyed that Seth won that because it's completely pointless.
What is out of your fucking mind?
Why is he winning that?
What are you talking about?
For what reason?
Planned.
All right, so can we? All right, so
should
the Money in the Bank briefcase not be used to elevate other people?
So out of the people in it, who could have? Because don't forget,
anyone else?
No, not anyone else.
No, not anyone else.
That wins it could potentially become the world champion.
I'll give you some.
Yeah, not WWE
champion.
LA Knight could have won it.
Be a world champion.
Oh wow!
Are you crazy? Okay. Yeah, you're crazy.
I'm crazy. I think
he's fishing there, bro. I'm not saying a word.
Solo Sikoa.
Solo can't be world champ, no?
Not yet.
El Grande Americano can't be world champ,
no? Rookie of the year. Yeah, definitely.
And I'll tell you why he could have won.
He's impressive.
Well. You know what? It just something. It could have been something so different. He wins it, cashes it, wins the title.
You know what? Yeah, out of all of them, him. Yeah, okay.
And then he could do a whole thing where he's like El Grande. He could do a thing where he
might have been funny because you could have the two of them holding the briefcase or what. I don't know.
Yeah, like him trying to battle, figure out a way to reveal.
He could have just stand up and
reveal himself
with the briefcase or something, and
he could do something. They could have done that, but Seth don't need to win that because you know he can get a title shot anyway. He can fight Jay anytime he wants.
Isn't it? It's the storyline.
The whole point is control.
Yeah, I hear that.
The control.
I get that.
It makes sense in a storyline sense, but I'm saying
what do you think about that group? If I may, what do you think about the whole Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins?
I like it.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah,
cool.
Like it.
Okay, cool.
Just another why? What do you think of it, right?
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it. If I'll be honest with you.
Why?
You don't watch the product, so what's the difference?
I don't really understand why they're together.
Okay, I can give you a quick example. I can tell you quickly why. Bron Breakker is the future, which is the whole thing that Seth's been trying to say, the future. And Bronson Reed, Seth said, if anyone can murk me like that, then you're worth having around. You're a problem. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
So it's like evolution. Yeah? So you've got basically Future Randy Orton, and Bronson Reed's at Batista. The Beast.
Yeah,
and Heyman's at the non-wrestling Ric Flair. Is that what you're basically trying to say?
Yeah, but
he's equalized man, isn't it? I guess.
No, but any crew in wrestling, if you look at it, you go, why are they together? It's like, well, why is it Triple H, X-Pac, and New Age Outlaws? Like, why are New Age Outlaws with them? Blah, blah, blah. There's always like a reason.
Yeah.
And you can make it up. You can kayfabe it. So, yeah, cool. I think he's the future, and I think he's sick because he murked me.
Speaking of Cruz,
okay, cool.
Right. Speaking of Cruz, who do you think Ricochet is going to recruit to his crew? Because he's looking.
Boy, that's a very.
You better get a vanilla baby in there, boy.
That's a very good question.
Because I'm assuming it's someone that's already there. It's not. They're not going to bring in anyone new. But I literally, for the life of me, can't think who would do what he wants to do and help him achieve his goal of winning gold. I don't know who would.
Are there any? You're saying it's not anyone new. Are there any free agents out there?
I don't know.
It would be Vanilla Baby and his mate. Who's the Vanilla Baby, the ginger high flyer, and Mitch Chase boy.
Oh, AR Fox.
Not AR.
The other guy.
Yeah. The other one, racist. Yeah, go on.
What's his name? No, that guy, man. What's his name? I can see his face, but I can't.
It's white paint. It's white paint.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll be two people in there, and they'll get an IC level person as his understudy. Yes, yeah. Maybe AR Fox, like, give him another chance to be in something special. Because he ruined it first time, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did.
Just as his style was like, whoa, it kind of.
Yeah, he shut in the bed.
But when it's time to do his passport, he didn't come to London or something, which is what messed him up.
I saw he found in sick, man. He went, no, I'm not going to Wembley. I've got my horse is sick.
Yeah, something like
that. It was something mad like that.
Yeah, it was something. I can't remember what it was.
And I think just before that, Swerve had a match with him and brocked him up. But
Rit him out of the team.
He brocked him up. I must say, if I may, 2 weeks ago, that Swerve Hangman Ospreay sort of face to face. My God, that was not ballet. I loved it. I loved every bit of it.
It's all right.
That Swerve Hangman rivalry is going to be a rivalry that stands the test of time. Them man hate each other.
It's going to go on forever. Yeah, and I want it to. It has to they just have to be entwined for the rest of their careers now.
100%.
Yeah, and they'll just team up, so and then it'll be over.
And you know what?
No,
I reckon John Moxley's going to retain. I think John Moxley's going to retain. And
I'm loving it. Do you know what? No, he's not.
I'm loving the Moxley reign.
No, he ain't. I'll tell you who's not loving it, yeah?
Go on.
Mr. Bruv. Mr. Bruv is not loving it, yeah? He literally said, the reason why AEW is boring is because of you, Mox. Yeah, it's because you're champion.
No, but he didn't mean it. He didn't.
No, he didn't mean it.
I know he didn't mean it like that, but
you got to appreciate.
He's saying his run is boring in a storyline way. He's not saying AEW as a.
But give him his flowers.
No, but even
you will only appreciate the role that Moxie's playing when the reign is over, mate.
It's over at All In. I promise you.
No, I don't think so. I think he beats
anyone except Hangman Page.
No chance. I think he's beating Hangman.
Hangman is winning
because what I like about this reign, right? People don't realize it. Is the chase. God, I love that shit. Yeah. You have not seen that world title belt in how many months?
Well, I forgot what it looks like.
I forgot. So when whoever wins it, they're gonna be having it on up top. You know, in the ring. Oh my God!
Some heavenly light come out of that.
You know, he's climbed the mountain. It's written. Darby Allin.
No,
coming, man.
Not a chance.
Say that.
I promise you, it's not happening. I promise you, Darby is not coming back to win that title.
I think
off Mox. No way.
I think he is.
Nah, that's dead.
I think we spoke about this before, and honestly, if that happens,
he's a pillar.
It's dead. I don't even care. I don't think that's even. That doesn't.
He's a pillar, and think how many matches he can have where he will get broke up, but he just gets past adversity, and wins. And you think, do you know what? By God, Darby puts his life on the line. MJF Darby world title. Yeah.
Then they make Britt Baker a pillar.
Texas.
Well, Britt, unfortunately, bless her. Her all-in finals match, all-in Wembley match with Mercedes was poor. And the maddest thing is, she did. The maddest thing is with Mercedes. Tell me matches that I've seen recently that have been, poor. To have a bad match with Mercedes,
one I've seen.
She don't have poor matches.
Her versus Jamie Hayter was fucking awful for the botches.
I thought it was.
What do you mean? You like Harry, isn't it? You like just love women's wrestling.
Man. Mercedes doesn't have
bad matches. She
doesn't have bad matches.
She does though. She doesn't have good matches. She has average matches.
Nah, that's a song. I can't.
Name me one match she's had that's spectacular.
Right,
since NXT.
Athena.
Nah,
Mercedes Athena.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
What?
No, thank you.
What? The old how?
Her last straight match against fucking Charlotte Flair. That's what happened.
Okay,
that's what I saw.
Okay, look, not to call you out, right? Let's call you out. Cool. Can you name us what you feel is a good women's match, so we know where your barometer is?
Charlotte Flair, anything she's involved in against Tiffany, great match.
What?
That's not even her top 10.
No. I know. That's how good she is.
No.
I agree. I'm on your side, Aaron. Thank you. I mean, like
her and us was good.
Charlotte Flair versus Bayley in NXT. Great matches. I'm running out now. I'm not trolling.
Yeah, right. Nah, for you to say that,
I don't know any Mercedes match which has actually been sick.
Are you mad?
Athena.
No, it was whack. Stop telling me that.
Was it?
How many times I had to tell you that match was whack? But cool.
Anyway,
yeah.
Bayley Mercedes was sick. NXT Takeover Brooklyn, obviously, but she's had like matches
15 years
long
ago,
after that.
Mercedes versus Tony will be a very good match. There's no.
That'll be a very good match.
Yeah, because of Tony, because Tony's a sick wrestler. Yes, I agree.
Nah, I think they're both for it, man.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
right, you have to understand. You can't. This is a losing battle. You're trying to tell Dazzler.
On the topic of women's wrestling, right? I'll call it now.
Good luck.
Episode 5. Mariah May will never ever reach the feat that she had with Tony. Mark my words.
Okay, can I just on that? Yeah. Why does she have to reach that feat? And even if she did do something better than that, you'd never admit it anyway.
Well, the reason why she does, because she's left AEW as world champ, right?
Yeah.
And she's gone to what some Mickey Mouse ear-wearing Disney fans call as the big leagues, yeah?
To you, it's NXT. To you, it is. And then, to her, it's something she's always wanted to do.
And then she's going to step up.
But it's not just
the main roster like Raw and SmackDown, and then she's going to have a big match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. She's not just gone Disney. She's gone say for example, there's Disney, like you would go Disney World. She's gone like Disneyland Paris. She's gone to the level. Like she ain't even gone to the proper Disney.
Tokyo. Tokyo.
You lot, I don't know why you lot try to cuss like NXT. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's not. You can't cuss NXT. Like you can't cuss it.
Like talking to Roy about WWE is like talking to me about Mercedes Moné. You know I'm going to win. There's like, Tokyo, Paris.
I can't cuss it. Right.
Oh, you wrote for Conference League, allow it.
Can't cuss it. It's impossible to cuss it.
But to answer your question, I'll answer it for you because he's gone. You said, why does she have to reach that feat? Well, why? Like, if you've reached somewhere at one company, we'll use it. Where you're working different fields. If we work at another company, we move to another company, we're going to try and reach what we had where we were, right? It's natural.
Yeah, of course.
So
she would eventually. She'll have like a sick match against like
trolling you
with the WrestleMania.
If you don't think that she won't, that she won't have a sick run or do anything sick, then
she will never reach the heights that she did with Tony. I'm telling you now.
But the thing is, when she does, you would never admit to yourself anyway. You would never admit that to yourself.
All right,
ever.
Episode 5, I called it.
You would never admit to yourself. I mean, you called it, but you'll be very wrong. Yeah, there's nothing. What have you called? You just made a. You've made a prediction.
Okay, so let me just say this.
I'll tell you this now, right? We will not be in a situation, right, when it comes to Disney, right, and we're saying I cannot wait for the rematch. I can't wait for the trilogy of Mariah May.
You will never say that for anything to do with WWE, regardless, ever.
Okay, so like you said, it's all bookmarked now. Anyway, episode 5. If in a few years' time, 1 year's time, 3 years' time, whatever, Mariah May starts a program at Royal Rumble and it culminates at WrestleMania, yeah, and she holds the title up at WrestleMania, then you're wrong. Then he's wrong, right? That's the equivalent.
Yeah, let's put a timeline on it.
Okay.
And I want forfeits as well.
No, remember, yeah, this man was adamant LA Knight would do nothing, never get a title, never do anything. Be a flash in the pan. He'd be a flash in the pan. No, he's been a flash in the pan.
He actually is sick though, isn't it?
He's been a flash in the pan his whole time on Main roster. Then don't move the goalposts because
thank you.
You literally said this guy will be forgotten.
Flopping that title of that new and improved Nakamura, innit? Oh, yeah,
so you was right about LA Knight. You was right.
3 losses at Money in the Bank.
You was right.
Technically, you said he'd be a world champ. He ain't been a world champ yet, so.
And he ain't gonna be.
I'm pretty sure, as I said, he will
be a title.
Not going to be a world
champ.
Title. He's not going to be a world champ.
You lot.
He's not going to be a world champ. Is he going to be a world champ? Is he going to be a world champ?
Yes, 100%.
No chance.
He won't be WWE champ, but he'll be world champ. He'll have the whack J belt.
No, that counts. I'm talking about the Raw champion, SmackDown champion, whatever the belt's
well, he will be.
What do you think?
I reckon they'll give him the TNA World Championship.
That counts. It counts as world champions, isn't it? Eli Drake's back.
100%. That's exactly what they're going to do.
He ain't going to be world champ, is he? Yeah. Let's be honest.
He is.
I mean,
that's no chance.
If he's not, then he's been mismanaged.
Will Sami Zayn?
He has been mismanaged, in my opinion.
What's it?
Will Sami Zayn?
Yes, again. He will be world champion, yeah.
So he's got more chance.
Now Jey Uso has been world champion.
Right. So you're saying at some point,
Damian Priest is world champion. Yeah.
Some point,
I feel like
Sami Zayn is going to be a world champ. So Seth is going to be a world champ. We know that. So he's going to hold that for a while.
Yeah.
Cody's getting that belt, one way or another. So he's going to
getting WWE championship. Yeah.
But either way, in the meantime, you're saying Sami Zayn and LA Knight at some point they're going to hold these titles as well. Bearing in mind,
yeah. Why not?
No chance.
Well, hang on. So Damian Priest has the belt for. Damian Priest had the belt for like a minute. What is that?
Before Jacob too. Come on, BA boys. Come on.
Why Jacob's?
They can't have a month reign. They don't have to have it for like a year.
But no, they can't because you can't.
Because Jay's going to lose it soon anyway.
For a month.
Well, Jay's going to lose it soon, isn't he?
Yeah, but who's going to lose to?
Because he's not a good world champion.
But he's going to lose.
He's going to lose to what?
Possibly.
Seth.
Maybe not. Seth can cash in like in a year's time.
On Cena? I was thinking this. What if he
don't do?
I know it doesn't make any sense, but I don't. For some reason, what if he does that?
He wants the big belt, and Jay's waxed.
What then? What LA Knight?
So why would he?
He might win King of the Ring
on a hill first, and then he'll get it. But maybe he could beat Jay.
Do you see Cody joining that little faction?
What's that?
By the way,
who's Cody?
Do you see Cody joins Seth's faction, and then obviously that'll make Jay a bigger baby face. What makes Jay a bigger baby face than Cody being the heel
before he wins that title back?
No. Who?
Yeah.
Does Cody turn heel before he gets that title back?
Mad.
Before he gets another run?
No. He'll beat Hill Cena.
Nah.
But I just think for storyline longevity, you get Seth as a world champ, and you get Cody on that Hill faction, and then it makes you want Jay to overcome this evil dynasty so much more. Eventually, Cody will turn babyface in the round, and then you'll have your Cody versus Seth match.
That is the craziest booking I've ever heard. Like, where would he fit in that group? So he's not the leader. He will be behind Seth? Even though he's beaten like 5 times in a row.
You're mad. Not a chance.
Yeah, that can't work.
Right.
Can't work.
Let me just destroy all of your hopes and dreams, all of your bubbles. Cody, like Cena has told you, he's a wannabe Cena, right? He is never turning. Just like they never turned Cena before, they're not turning him now. It's impossible. He's their poster boy. He's on the posters. He does He is not turning heel anytime soon. They cannot do that.
Why would you? No one wants that.
Exactly. That's my point.
I mean, it's not happening for a week.
It's not happening. And he certainly isn't going to be a number 2 to anyone. No way. He's too far gone. His bar is too high now. It's impossible.
Impossible. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, why are we taking things Roink says about Disney seriously anyway? What's happening? Yeah, hang on. So I want stakes on your bet then. So what, in a year's time, what were you and Roink saying, Aaron? I mean,
100%. 100%. Mariah May.
What, a year? A year?
In a year.
You're talking about Mariah, you're talking about LA Knight and Simon.
Mariah May and LA Knight will not be world champions in a year. That's a fact. A fact.
No, I mean, said she's not going to have a match. She's not going to match that anyone to care about.
I'm not going to agree to the Mariah one because in a year, the women's division is too stacked. So I don't know if she'll be champion in a year. However, to go into Roy's point about she will never reach those heights, she 1,000,000% will reach. She will 1,000,000%. She will be a champ, 100%.
Not in a year.
She will win. Not in a year. The division's too stacked. Not in a year.
So
you've got Stephanie, Julia. It's too mad. No.
So stacked.
It's stacked.
Yeah. No, Jack stacked. Yeah.
Stacked.
Yeah.
Sorry. AEW's women's division is so stacked.
We got to go
stacked. Julia Hart stacked.
So stacked.
Right.
Stacked.
Sky.
We got to go.
Oh my God. Penelope Ford. Oh God, it's so stacked.
Don't cost for yeah, that's my girl.
All these people get released, but it's so stacked.
So stacked. Yeah, so stacked. Who else?
Yeah, no.
LA Knight.
Caution.
I think the trouble with LA Knight, right, is in Disney, they're not a massive fan of people trying to go on themselves. A classic example is Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross. His card is marked. He is gone, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like it's too late where he's got the crowd kind of on his side.
Well, clearly it's not. Clearly it's never too late. Even when you... It's not too late.
Well, I don't know.
We want Kross.
We'll see it.
We want Kross. Mate, his booking has been absolutely diabolical. Just there. Yo, you should do it, AJ. Yeah, you should do it. Yeah, go on. Turn. Yeah, do it. Yeah. Go on, Sammy.
What? Sammy, you're bad guy. Sammy, you're bad guy like me.
Oh, man. What is... This guy does a shoot promo.
I don't know why you're talking about booking like you watch
gold.
Well,
and then they have him just...
Right.
He's looking in live. Well, let's not...
Right now. You cannot say he doesn't watch it because he knows everything about it.
Watches everything. He watches more than me.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, I know. But he's talking about booking like, when they did this, like, the structure of the show. You know that he's just doing like skits and promos and backstage segments.
Yeah, that's all Kross's worth apparently in Disney because it's so.
Yes, women's division is
3 hours of stacked.
Yes, the women's division is stacked. It's a fact.
Oh yeah. Mrs. Money in back Naomi.
It is. It is. That's another world champion, yeah. Put that on your
for storyline purposes, though. I don't. Hands up. I don't really rate her as a wrestler.
Like, who knows?
No.
But storyline purposes, it makes sense to hold the briefcase. It does.
Who Naomi? I don't really. No, I don't rate her. That's why AEW didn't sign her. Got Mercedes instead.
No, for a storyline,
that wasn't instead.
It kind of makes sense.
I know you'd have to more than one.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
We didn't want her.
Okay.
I don't know why he's doing that. I don't know. Sorry, you signed Camille instead.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Hey, Boss House. Yeah, don't worry about Camille, bro. She said.
Mate, Megan Bain. Hey, listen, and she's got a proper theme as well.
Oh, also, who's the I forgot her name, which is really bad. The new one, the new lady.
The new one.
Man said the new one.
Thekla.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
She's slapped.
That's a future star. That's a future world champion, right?
No, Greg, because
who's
not stacked.
She beat
AEW.
She beat
Jane Hayes.
The women's division is not stacked. They got good women wrestlers, but it's not stacked. There's like 12 of them. What are you talking about?
Just 12, yeah.
There is about 10. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Serena Deeb, Chris Deeb.
No, how dare you say Serena Deeb?
Deeb.
You went mad.
Look, we all know you love Deeb, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Julia Hart.
Julia Hart, get out here, man. Get out here. Her entrance is, honestly, she's turning into Roman with how long she takes to do her entrance.
So far. What
Who else did you say? Who did you say?
Tymelo.
Tymelo. Yeah, thank you.
Anna Jay.
Yeah.
Anna Jay. Recently.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa.
Look at you trying to claim Thunder Rosa now. Get out.
Why am I trolling?
You're trolling. Thunder Rosa.
You're trying to say Thunder Rosa.
Receipts are coming. She said she wants
Willow.
Receipts are coming.
Say something about Willow. Go on.
Receipts are coming. This
no. Say something about Willow.
No.
Here you go on.
I'm saying Rank has the cheek to try and mention Willow.
Okay, what do you say about him? What do you say about her then?
I'm saying, how dare he?
And what do you say?
I'm saying, how dare he mention Willow?
Yeah, why?
This man has never mentioned Willow in his life, and I wasn't trying to bring it up.
Wrong.
Okay. Why are you saying she's bad mentions?
Wrong. Listen, hang on.
Instead, say
man, check the WhatsApp group.
Say flipping Marina Shafir, yeah?
Check the
about
WhatsApp
Willow.
group.
How dare you?
9th of April 2022. Willow looks.
Wait. Has yet got receipts?
No, because I know exactly what he's quoting. The one time he said Willow, the one time he said Willow looks sick, yeah? The one time he went Willow sick after I already said it. Say Marina Shafir, yeah, about Willow.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like Willow Nightingale? I thought she was sick.
That's why I'm cussing him.
I think she's decent. I don't know why you're saying that.
He don't talk about Willow ever.
That's mad.
Now he wants to try and talk about Willow.
Because if you check the WhatsApp group, Roink said she was sick.
Yeah, after I done said it already and you tried to jump on the bandwagon. Stick to Marina.
Why can't he agree with you?
No, he's not agreeing.
He's not the same person.
He's not agreeing. He's trying to show out for the pod.
And he's like, no, I didn't say Willow. I said that first.
Stick to Marina.
She's mine. No one else is mine. She's stacked.
Yeah.
Stick to Marina Shafir.
Right, listen, let's just grab some control of this, right?
Never. I refuse. So what
Explosive episode 5.
This was an explosive episode. We didn't even do intros, by the way. We didn't even get.
I know, it's mad.
I'm Dazzler. That's me. Yeah. Bang.
It's mad.
There you go. Well, is there? So, look, we didn't even really follow covered Money in the Bank. There's no point now. We covered the main points. Anything else? What's
I will say one thing. I will say though.
40 minutes over me leaving.
Yeah. I will say though.
I have to go, but
I will say.
Right.
Well, at least wait for the sign off.
I didn't even like.
We're done.
Wait
in a minute.
Wait, what?
You're gone.
Oh, okay. We just got do at least do a little outro or say.
Man tried to come in like some tornado, bro.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
20 minutes.
It'll be intriguing to see obviously what Disney do with The Truth or Ron Killings now going forward.
Okay, correct.
I know what they're gonna end up doing with him. To be fair, listen, on a serious note, I don't know if you guys watched his stuff in TNA when it was Ron Killings. It was decent. Like,
this was 28 years ago.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Disney have had him, and they've had him being, where's little Jimmy, or whatever his name was.
No, he wasn't always like that. Don't do that. Don't
okay,
try to raise man. Don't do
What's
that.
What's up? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's
get rowdy.
no serious. Then he's like 24/7 champion up for 56 times. They've never done anything serious with him, so I do hope they've got him back to do something serious with him. We'll see what happens.
He's
53 though.
He's a veteran in the game. He's not going to do anything serious, but he's got a role to play. He's just not. I don't know what you're expecting. You're not going to get a title.
All right.
Fine. And I think the bottom line is we're just happy that he's back.
My friend Tony, he did a sick thing with Sting, you know?
Yeah,
because Disney had Sting, didn't they?
Hold on. This guy had the cheek to say to me, don't compare
Merc Sting, right?
Trick.
But Sting,
to Omega. Now you're mentioning Sting. We're talking about our truth.
Had him coming into an industry that you man didn't even know about.
What are you doing?
Had him out, going out on a high. And how old was Sting?
What? Why are you comparing Sting to our truth? Why?
Just what? Are they not decent? Are they not legends? You're saying 53.
Wait, they're not in the same breath. Don't say that.
Yeah, but
they're not the same type of wrestler. Why are you doing this?
53 years old. Nah.
I'm just saying.
The whole
you're saying they want to take him.
Jimmy? Where's the old Jimmy?
I don't know.
In AEW, go over there a Sting.
So all right, let's sign him to AEW and have
Samoa
him.
Joe, he's another guy. Old man who had the Rain Max and this
titles
over here.
Rain Max was funny.
I'm the Rain Max.
Yes, man.
Over here,
Man's
we're
mentioned
the
this
championship
thing.
friends.
The Rain Max.
We treat our elderly with respect. Yeah.
We
don't just throw at the curb.
Yeah. Saying we, I know. Such a
good.
muck.
We're not your rosters.
We all like AEW here, so you can't play
such a
I don't know if we all do. I don't know if we all
That's
do.
my
I've heard
outro
some
anyway.
madness this episode. I'm quite shocked to my core, but
name names, Ross. Name names.
Of course we do.
Viewers can decide that who.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Why are you trying? Like,
and who loves Disney? But that's comment. But that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, please comment below. Anyway. Man's mute his mic. I was gonna say one other thing, not to do with Money in the Bank. I don't know if you lot have watched Worlds Collide, any of it yet.
Nah, not yet.
Mr. Iguana. I don't know who this guy is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Watch that match, opening match. I don't know who he is, but I'm a fan.
Cat McAfee loves him.
I'm not gonna say like, all right. So the last boss. Remember how like he was super anti Orange Cassidy when you first saw him? He's like, I don't like this guy, man. What is he doing, man? Who is he? What's all this stupid hands in your pockets? All this lazy stuff, man. It don't make no sense. And then
who's the last later? Dwayne.
All right. So first of all,
and then a month later, you was like, he's the greatest. He's my favorite. Oh,
fine. No, first of all,
no, I'm just saying. Wait, I'm just saying. I know you're gonna try and like. So you was anti Orange Cassidy, and then you was like, he's so sick. I can't believe it. I feel like. I'm not saying that you will feel the same way with Mr. Iguana. I'm not saying you'll feel the same way with Mr. Iguana, yeah. But I'm saying for me, it was the same kind of what is this gimmicky guy, bro? What's he doing? But when you just see him and then he's doing the match and as the match progresses, I'm like, he's kind of sick. And I want to see more. He done his job basically, and he was mad over. Once that match was done, even from the beginning, everyone was like, who's this Mr. Iguana guy? Super over. Fan favorite from the jump, so I reckon going forward we will definitely see him on like a Raw or SmackDown.
Worlds Collide on Netflix,
free on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Oh, why do you watch YouTube with me? I ain't watching it.
Okay,
listen.
Wow. Cool. First of all,
see me adverts, bro.
Let me address this accusation.
Oh, you're so sick.
And it's not an accusation because I will post receipts.
So confession.
This accusation, right?
I will post receipts.
To start off addressing this accusation, first of all, I am called the first boss, aka the Ochente Ocho, because I have been watching since 1988. Longer than all of you, right? Longer than.
Nah, it's not true, but cool.
88 is Ochente Ocho in Spanish, for those of you who don't know.
Not longer
why
than
they call me the Ochente Ocho, aka the first boss.
Cumulative hours, I've definitely watched more than you, mate.
You didn't. So, to get that out of the way first, when I admit, when I first saw Orange Cassidy turn up in AEW with his hands in his pocket, doing his little kicks, I didn't get it, right? But do you know why? Because I was indoctrinated and
there it
into
is.
AEW was new. Don't forget, AEW is new. We are used to a certain way. For example, I'll give you another
example. That just shows that you're not very.
I will give you another example. We were always told when someone does something backstage in WWE and they go, right, don't tell him because I'm going to come out, hit him over the head with this, yeah? Yeah, you do that. All right, cool. Then they walk off. Who was filming that? Can the people not watch? You know what I mean? AEW don't do that. They're like moving reporters backstage. But we didn't realize that because we were indoctrinated in the only monopolized product there was. Then AEW came out and I realized it's an alternative. It's fun. It's great. I got it. So now, all of this time, right, when we watched AEW and the WWE fans are saying, like yourself, this is stupid. Why you do this? Blah, blah, blah. Go on.
Oh, like,
now all of a sudden you've got a man with an iguana in his hand going, meh, 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 meh.
That's not what he was doing.
Funny, yeah? It's all jokes. Yeah. It's all jokes. But before,
he definitely wasn't doing
these same people were going, I don't get Orange Cassidy. But now, all of a sudden, because it's on your TV and on your eyes, it's all great. And that's the
I love how
with WWE fans. And I've said it before. I've gone on record and I'll say it again. WWE fans are moronic. You're stupid. And I'm sorry.
Double agent.
You don't get it. Like, me as a neutral, I can watch both products because I've got sense. WWE fans have no sense. The hijack shows, we don't like this. We hate that. We hate Mariah May. Now Mariah May. Come. It's stupid. I mean, ridiculous.
Is your rant finished? All right. So basically, this whole little this whole TED talk that you just did was just a whole load of nonsense.
That was it.
Long roundabout way of you trying to say, WWE indoctrinated me and brainwashed me, and I didn't understand what I was watching when I watched something different, even though there was definitely other different wrestling shows I could have watched all this time. But AEW was so new and magical, I didn't know what I was seeing. So when I saw it, I was like, but then I realized I realized actually it was because of WWE, and they brainwashed me for so many decades that I had to break free from it. And I realized the errors of my ways, and it's so great. And all of you stupid people that
you just repeated exactly what you said.
Yeah, that's basically
you repeated it in the wrong way. Also, just to confirm,
so nonsense.
Just to confirm, I also watch WWE. By the way, I watch it.
Oh, do you?
But I can see it for what it is.
Why are you watching the show that brings
as a neutral? I can see what's happening. I'm saying when you're so tunnel visioned in one company, like yourself, you're tunnel visioned in one company. It's alarming and shocking that there are people like you out there. It just doesn't make sense to me.
How many wrestling shows did you watch this week?
Well, just as I said at the beginning, I've been on holiday, vacation for you American.
I watched a lot. Just so you know.
So
AAA,
I haven't been.
AEW, TNA.
I've had to
set everything that's owned by WWE
to catch up with products.
But you just named everything that's owned by WWE.
I don't think Ring of Honor is
AAA, TNA,
Ring of Honor.
You didn't watch Ring of Honor.
You don't watch Ring of Honor.
You didn't.
Why are you lying?
Your boy was back.
What's the main event?
He had a good.
What's the main event?
He had a good.
What's the main event?
What's the word? Vignette.
Yeah,
your boy's back.
Who's my boy?
Your boy is back. Good vignette. Catch up. You got a lot to catch
up.
No.
I don't want you to tell me. Don't worry about it. Go on. Who?
No, in the desert and the UFO. That's all I'll say. But anyway.
All right, cool. And what was the main event?
Just going back. All right. Where?
What's the main event?
We're losing the point. We're losing the point.
No, what was the main event? Just answer the question.
What
was the main event?
I never said I watched the main event. I just said I watched it.
Well, I watched it brother. But I don't watch the main events though.
Yeah, I never watched the main event. I never got around. There was a lot. Listen, Fighter Fest was 4 hours, you know. There was a lot I had to get through this week. Anyway, speaking of Fighter Fest, maybe lose my train of thought, man. But yeah, Miss Iguana, watch that. That was good.
Right. Well, we need to wrap this up. So,
cool.
This is our longest one, longest episode,
So
there was something I wanted to say, man, but because you went on this fake neutral thing, I just lost it.
It's not fake, it's fact. But all I'll say is, exactly, this has been a long episode. Normally, I come on here and I say, well, it's been a bit of a lull. This week, it's been a lull. This is what we want.
There was no lull, man. It was madness.
A lot's happened. Both companies.
It's good.
It's good for a neutral like me. That's all I'm saying.
If only you watch stuff, it would be great. It would be fantastic for you.
Well, I apologise for going on vacation.
Yeah, cool, man. You've got time now.
Going on vacation, bro. No. It's a holiday. Don't forget where you came from.
You got time now.
Exactly. But obviously, we'll be back next week. I don't know how you're going to do this. Obviously, AA is the tech guru. Hopefully, you can put little sections because this episode has been mad. So hopefully, you can put categories where people can.
I'll timestamp it. I think I've done that for
all of that. I don't know how you're going to do it, but
I'll figure it out.
Next week, we can maybe go a bit more in depth as to what's going to happen with this briefcase. Roik hopefully be back. He can talk about his Moxley, whatever he thinks is going to happen with that going forward. But until then, I guess if you can follow us on socials, follow us on YouTube, like, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff.
All that good stuff, please.
We're only starting up, so if you like what you see. I think he did mention about RevPro. We probably will be at RevPro. So if you see us, shout us out. In fact, we could do a little video actually.
Little live.
little live, yeah.
Oh, we're going to say meet and greet.
No,
absolutely not.
A little
meet and greet who?
A little video.
If you see me there, don't come up to me. That's cool.
No, we'll do a little video video log of our time at Rev Pro as well, and
see if we can get like a couple scoops or something.
Yeah,
quite like roving reporters.
No, just like what do you kids call it? Live reaction.
Live reaction,
what do you call it? Yeah, live reaction
from the
We'll see.
Yeah, cool thing, bruv.
All right.
Yeah. All right, lads.
Until next time.
Until next time. Thank you.
Peace.